Okay, so we're going to start with your warm-up. So marching on the spots, getting the heart rate up. Everybody knows the drill by now, we know what we're doing. It's I think a few more weeks. If I was to wait a few more weeks to be doing these classes, I don't think I'll be able to find clothes that fit me anymore. So, okay, so yeah, as I say, pyramid style workout, starting with the longest time, working down to the shortest, and then working back up to the longest. So hopefully everybody will find that the challenge where they want to. If you find coming down your pyramid that you've maybe not worked quite hard enough, or you found it too easy, when we go back up to the longer time, you can always go for a harder variation of the exercise, or adjust and modify as you go. Okay, into squats. So I'm going to go slightly wider with my feet and my knees just to accommodate bump, but generally you want your feet hip distance apart, toes are facing forwards, sticking your backside right out behind you. And again, because this is your warm-up, we're not going really super low into your squats with this. We just want to get the hips and the knees nice and loose and warmed up. Okay. I'm just going to get all the muscle groups working that we're going to be working this morning. So into reverse lunges. So we're working out those hip flexor muscles, stretching down the front of the thighs. Again, just getting the heart rate up. Good. Oh, getting out of breath already. Good. We'll go into some side stretches. So just coming side to side, making sure you're stretching the inner thighs. And if this doesn't feel particularly comfortable, again, you just temper how far down you go. So if you've got problems with knees or hips, ankles haven't got the flexibility or the range of motion, just temper how far you go, as long as you can feel a bit of a stretch in the inner thighs. Okay. Good. And then we're going to stretch out the chest. So bring your feet in slightly. Take your arms out nice and wide. Stretching out. So you're sort of throwing your arms around behind you, trying to get as much blood pumping and flowing through those chest muscles. We have got some press ups in today, so I'm going to be getting those chest muscles working nice and warm. Okay. Excellent, well done. Then we're going to take the arms round and back, walking the shoulders up like we're doing backstroke. And again, if you can't go for full range of motion like that, you can just do sort of shoulder shrugs, leading with the elbows, taking the arms around behind you. We just want to be getting blood flow through to the muscles, making everything nice and warm, getting the fluid around the joints working. Bring it forward like we're doing front crawl. Good. Just getting all those cracks and clicks out the bones. Excellent. And then we're just going to do your lower back and your waist. So just twisting side to side, lifting the heel off the ground, making sure you're not putting any tension or pressure through the knees. Good. Okay, so your first exercise, we're going to do 1 minute. It's going to be a core exercise, okay? So your first minute of work is going to be just a straight normal plank. If you want to do any sort of variation on that, we have got 3 different types of planks to go through, so there will be some variation as we go through the workout. I'm just going to put this down to prep my knees because I'm probably going to be doing a kneeling plank. So if you want to add some shoulder taps or some jumping jacks or anything else, but ideally I just want you to really focus on core engagement for this first exercise. We're squeezing the belly button in really nice and tight towards the spine, focusing on your breathing and holding it for we've got 1 full minute, okay? So you're down on the floor, hands want to be directly underneath your shoulders, bring your hips forward, so I don't want any planking with bums up in the air like this, okay? Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, away we go. 1 minute plank, okay? So feet want to be either hip distance apart or just a little narrower, so as close together as you can to make it as hard as you want. I'm just going to do a little 10-second plank and then come down to my knees and then go back up into my plank again. So if you do need to do your planks in small intervals, you can do, but really focus on as you breathe out and you make your lungs small and bring your diaphragm in. You want to squeeze those stomach muscles as tight as you can Imagine that you're pulling your belly button up and underneath your rib cage, and that we're really making those stomach muscles work nice and hard. You've got 16 seconds left. Good, 10 seconds left. Just hold those stomach muscles nice and tight, nice deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. I'm gonna go up onto your feet now. So we're gonna do a squat or squat variation. So I'm just gonna go bodyweight squats, but you can do squat jumps. Okay, ready? Away we go. So I'm just gonna go for bodyweight, but if you wanna make yours a bit more dynamic or plyometric, you can go for a squat jump. Get those legs working, get the heart rate up. Okay. And with these, with your squats, you want to try and get as low into them as you can this time. We are trying to drop that backside right the way down to the ground. Keep the back nice and straight. Keep the chest up. Trying to make sure that we're not hinging forwards, that we're bending at the knee. So we've got 50 seconds of whatever your leg exercise. So on this occasion, your squats, 50 seconds. Okay, and we will be coming back to these as we come back up the ladder. 10 seconds left of these. And then we're back down on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. So back down on the floor for press-ups this time. So normal, just normal bodyweight press-ups. Hands just slightly wider than shoulder width apart. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So you can do these from the floor, you can do them from a step, you can do them from the wall, you can do them from a coffee table or a sofa. Okay, so it doesn't have to be from the floor. Your hardest variation is from your feet. Your easiest variation is going to be standing from a wall. So pick what modification works for you. 40 seconds of this one, so we've got 18 seconds left. Good. Keep it going, get that chest working, make sure the bum's not up in the air. Don't lead with your head. Try and make sure chest is the first thing to come down to the ground. 3, 2, 1, good. Back up onto your feet. Got 30 seconds of cardio, which is first time around is going to be high knees. Okay, so 30 seconds of high knees. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to march mine, but you guys, if you're able to, I want you to be running it. Get those knees up nice and high. Just try and make sure that you're coming up in line with your belly button. Okay. And just to give you a heads up, your next one for your 20-second round are going to be wall sits. So ideally, if you have a wall anywhere nearby that's space enough for you to be able to do an isometric wall sit against. Good, rest there. So get yourself against the wall. If you don't have a wall, just do a squat hold. But we will be doing squat holds later on as well, so. Okay. Into your wall sit, try and make sure your legs are at 90 degrees, unless it puts too much pressure through your knees, and then you can come up a little bit higher. Back firmly against the wall if you're doing an actual wall sit. So try and make sure that you're not leaning forwards, and try not to press and rest on your thighs. So if you can, hands away from your knees. Good, come up for 10 seconds, then we're back into your wall sit. We're going back up that ladder of exercises. So everything that we've just done, we're doing in reverse, okay? Back into your wall sit. 3, 2, 1. Away we go, 20 seconds of wall sit. Breathe in, making sure your hands aren't on your knees, making sure you're not leaning forwards. Weight wants to be distributed evenly between your feet. Got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back into your high knees. So we've got 30 seconds of your cardio, which is going to be your high knees again. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to march mine. I want you guys running yours if you can. But whatever variation you're doing, make sure those knees are coming right up to your belly button. Good. Nearly there, 15 seconds to go. Next exercise, we're back down on the floor for your press-ups, okay? So 5 seconds, and then we're back into whatever variation of your press-ups you do, whether it's from a table, a wall, or from the floor, okay? So we've got back into it, 40 seconds of press-ups. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So again, making sure that you're not using your neck to get you down to the floor, making sure that chest is getting, is leading, is either coming down to the floor or coming towards the table or towards the wall first. Trying to make sure that your bum's not up in the air. So we don't want press ups like this. Okay, you want to be able to draw a straight line from your shoulder to your hip to your knees, or shoulder to your hips to your ankles. 12 seconds left. And then we're on your feet again for your squats. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Onto your feet. So we're doing some sort of squat variation, so either squats or squat jumps. I'm going, again, a bit wide with my feet. Try to get nice and low, okay? Away we go. So we've got 50 seconds of squats. Okay? So making sure that you're getting as low as you can if you're just doing normal bodyweight squats. If you're doing jumping squats, okay? You're getting up nice and high. If you're doing bodyweight squats, I want them fast. I don't want them slow. I want them nice and quick. We haven't got a weight on these, okay? So unless you've got medical reasons why you can't go nice and quick, I want you going, picking up the pace. Stick that bum right out behind you. Keep your back nice and straight. Chest stays up. We've got 10 seconds left. And then your final exercise of this round is going to be your plank again. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2. Back down on the floor. Plank. So again, I'm going to hold mine for 10 seconds and then rest, but I want you guys to do it for as long as you can hold. Ready? Away we go. So either hands directly underneath your shoulders, or you can do it from your elbows if you want to, but just making sure that you're squeezing those stomach muscles nice and tight. So imagine that you're trying to make your rib cage as small as possible and that you're pulling your belly button up and underneath your rib cage, okay? So every time you breathe out, squeezing everything in tight, and then a nice deep breath, and then breathe out again, squeeze everything in nice and tight. Holding it for as long as you can. If you start getting any pain in your lower back, then stop. Got 20 seconds to go, guys. Okay, so into the last bit of it now. Good, last 10 seconds. Just going to do these from my knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. That's the end of that round. Okay, so we're then going to have a minute's rest, grab a drink. Ooh. And then we're going to do a second round, which again, sorry. Okay, so again, with your second round, we're following the same sort of pattern, okay? So your 1 minute exercise are going to be bear crawl holds this time. So instead of being in a plank position, you're in your bear crawl position. So you're working a bit more of your legs, your core's still taking it, but a bit more of your shoulders as well. So you're in that position where knees are directly underneath your hips, hands are directly underneath your shoulders, and you're literally just lifting your knees off the floor by 1 inch or 2 inches. You're going to hold that for as long as you can for a minute. Second exercise is going to be lunges. So you can either do jumping lunges, you can do normal alternating lunges, you do lateral lunges side to side. Whatever variation works for you, you can do them forwards, you can do them backwards, okay? Backwards are going to be easier on your knees, forwards are going to be a bit more challenging. Your 40-second is going to be tricep dips. So if you've got a table or a sofa or a surface that you can do your dips from, if you haven't, we'll go for tricep press-ups. So again, you can do them from a raised surface or you can do them from the floor. Hands are just nice and close as opposed to a normal press-up where you're a bit wider. Your 30-second cardio this time is going to be burpees. Sorry guys, I've got to be in there somewhere. So 30 seconds of burpees, and then your last one, your 20-second round is just squat pulses, nice and steady, nice and controlled. And then we go back up the ladder again, okay? So bear crawl hold is your first one for 1 minute. Hopefully everybody's had a quick drink. We're going to get back down on the floor, hands and knees. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are directly underneath your hips. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, away we go, 1 minute. And we're going to concentrate on holding that core nice and tight. And you probably will start to feel, hopefully, a bit of burning down the thighs. Try and make sure that your legs are at 90 degrees. So your knees are at 90 degrees and your hips are at 90 degrees. We want that nice right angle going from your back down the back of your legs, and then from the back of your legs down your calves. Okay, rest if and when you need to. but then get back into it. Don't stop for too long. We're still focusing on pulling that belly button up and underneath your rib cage. We've got 20 seconds left to go. I'm starting to shake. Everything's starting to shake. Got 15 seconds left. Good, keep it going, keep it going. 10 seconds, almost there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh, my thighs are on fire. Good, back up onto your feet. So lunges next, whatever variation of a lunge you want to do. Forwards, backwards, sideways, jumping, okay? They're your options. I'm going to do a forward lunge. No, I'm not. I'm going to do a reverse lunge because that's a bit more comfortable. Okay, so do what feels most comfortable for you and make sure you're working to your highest intensity level. Remember, we are coming back up to these second time round. So if you feel like you don't work hard enough on this round, you can always go for the higher intensity. Similarly, if you feel like you've kicked the arse out of it a little bit on this round, you can drop your intensity down a little bit when we come back to it. 20 seconds left. Then we've got your tricep dips or your tricep press ups. 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Okay, so if you're tricep pressing, hands are nice and close together. Elbows are scraping your rib cage. If you're dipping, hands are close together. Elbows are pushed back behind you. Ready? 40 seconds. Away we go. If you're dipping, we're keeping those hips nice and close to your, whatever you're dipping from, your chair or your step. Okay? The further away you take your legs, the harder it's going to be on those triceps because you've got more body weight going through your arms. Do you want to make it easier? Bring your feet directly under your knees. No further. Okay? We don't want feet coming towards your bum. We want them under your knees or further away from you. We're nearly there. You've got 10 seconds left, guys. And then we've got burpees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bit of a rest. I'm going to do my burpees off the side of the table. And I'm going to step mine. But you guys can jump yours. Do them from the floor. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Away we go. 30 seconds of this cardio exercise, okay? Oh, nearly breaking my table. That's not a good sign. Good. So whatever variation of your burpee you find the most challenging or that you've got the space for, okay, that's what we're doing. Got 8 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good. Your last one before we go back up. 20 seconds of squat pulses. So it's basically the bottom half of your squats, okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. So you're going to come as low as you can and then halfway up as low as you can. So don't bounce it, okay? We're pulsing. So try and make sure you keep that chest up. Don't want to see you falling forwards, okay? So bum right out behind you. Stick that backside out. Make sure your back's straight. Good. Shake those legs out. We're going back up. So come back to your 20 seconds of squat pulses. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into that squat. So lower half, halfway up. Lower half, halfway up. Making sure that we're doing a very deliberate move. Okay, that we're not bouncing. We want to make sure that you're tightening the muscles through the quads, through the front of the legs, and that you're tightening the muscles through the glutes. Good, back to your burpees, so 30 seconds of burpees. Ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So 30 seconds of this cardio, whether it's from a raised surface or the floor, whether you're jumping out or stepping out, whether you're putting your jump in at the end, I don't care, as long as you're making it as hard for yourself as you can. Okay? We're nearly there. 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, good. It's your tricep dips or tricep presses next. So get yourself to your chair or get yourself in your position. Try and make sure your hands are as close together in either way. Good. If you're dipping, your hands want to be nice close together. If you're doing press-ups, your hands still want to be nice and close together. Making sure those elbows are going back behind you, not flaring out to the sides. Or if you're pressing, you want to be scraping your rib cage. Halfway, we've got 20 seconds left. Ooh. Keep it going. Last 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo. Good. Lunges are your next ones for 50 seconds. Okay, we're nearly there. Let that heart rate come back down. Nice deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. I'm going to go for my reverse lunges. You go for forward lunges, you go for jumping lunges, you can go for side to side lunges. Okay, whatever works for you, whatever variation you want to go for. Just make sure that you're working as hard as you can, getting that back knee down to the floor, keeping your weight central. So if you're doing forward lunges, try not to drive the weight forwards, so knees don't want to be coming over the toes. Okay. We've got 15 seconds to go, guys. And then the last one's going to be a bear crawl hold before you get a little rest and a drink. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Down on the floor for your bear crawl hold. Hands and knees. So hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are directly underneath your hips. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So lift those knees just a couple of inches off the floor. Squeezing through the abdominal muscles. Pulling that belly button in nice and tight. So that you're squeezing the core muscles as tightly as you can. Good. We're nearly there. We've got a minute's rest after this. 30 seconds to go, guys. Remember, you can rest in between if you need to, but just make sure that you're not resting for too long. So a couple of seconds, then back up into it. Breathe all the way through. Everything's shaking now. Legs are starting to get on fire. Burny, burny, burny thighs. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Rest. We've got a minute's rest, so grab yourselves a drink. I'll go through your last round with you. We've only got one more round to go. Ooh, sweaty, sweaty. Good. So your final round. Your ab exercise is going to be shoulder taps. I've done plank positions, basically mostly so I can join in with these ones. So you're from plank position, you do plank shoulder taps, which again, do from your feet, or you can drop to your knees and do them from your knees. For me and Sophie especially, if it starts to get a bit too intense on the abdominal muscles. Okay, if you're struggling with weight bearing on your shoulder, you can do Supermen. Okay, so just trying to make sure that from your knees, that you engage into the core, or if you want to do Russian twists or something that's not weight bearing on your front or on your shoulders, you do Russian twists where you're sitting on your bum. We are going to do shoulder taps, okay? Second exercise is going to be curtsy squats. So we're going to be doing, keeping the hips facing forward, so try not to twist side to side, otherwise you're just doing a reverse lunge. You're not doing a curtsy. Curtsy lunges want to be working the outside of your thighs, okay? So you're dropping that back knee down, side to side, keeping the hips facing forwards. Third exercise is going to be pike press-ups. So on your tiptoes, hands are on the floor, head's in between your hands, working those shoulders. In that pike position again, if you want to raise yourself up onto a surface, you can do them from a table, but just try and make sure that you're in a pike position as opposed to a press position, okay? So that's for your shoulders. Jumping jacks is your cardio exercise. So either jacks, power stars, or side taps, which is what I'm going to be doing. And then just an isometric squat is your last one. So where we've done a wall squat in the first round, this round we're just coming into a squat hold, trying to make sure, keeping your hands away from your legs, your back nice and straight, we're not dropping forwards, okay? Sticking that backside right out behind you. So this is your last round where we're going to come down, and then work ourselves back up again, and then we'll stretch out. So 1 minute of plank shoulder taps. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Away we go. In that plank position, I'm going to do it from my knees, just because it's a bit too intense for me doing it from my feet. But I can still engage my core from my knees, making sure my hips are forwards. With these ones, if you're doing it from your feet, you want to make sure your feet are about hip distance apart, okay? And we don't want to be rocking through those hips. So the whole point of your shoulder tap is trying to stabilize your core, trying making sure that you're not moving your hips side to side. We're halfway through, we've got 30 seconds left. So remember, this is your first and last round. Okay, so if you find this is a bit too challenging, go for a different variation for your last round. Go for Russian twists, okay? Go for plank taps with your feet if you find that trying to weight bear on one arm is a bit too much. 10 seconds left. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Up onto your feet for your curtsy squats. Again, if you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can do them jumping side to side. I'm just going to go for stepping. Ready? So curtsies, making sure those hips stay facing forwards, feeling it on the outside of the thighs, trying to make sure that you're dropping that back knee down as far as it'll go. Okay, so working it side to side. And again, just trying to make sure you don't let the chest fall forward. You want the back to be nice and straight. So this is your 50-second round. We've got 20 seconds to go, and then it's your pike press ups coming up next for your 40 seconds. Okay, we're almost there. 10 seconds left. So you should hopefully feel this a little bit in the outer thighs, maybe a little bit in your bum cheeks, a little bit in the front of your thighs. Good. So into your pike position. So wherever you're doing those from, whether you're raising yourself up slightly on a step or whether you're doing them flat from the floor, you're up on your tippy toes. And away we go. So top of the head is coming down to the floor. You want to be looking towards your feet, okay? So on this occasion, unlike with a plank where you don't want to be looking between your legs or down between your hands, this one you do. You want to be looking towards your feet. You want top of the head to be coming towards the floor. You want to make sure you're working those shoulders, but you're not working the chest. Okay, so we're nearly there. You've got 10 seconds left. I'm just going to rest for a second. Keep it going. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. It's your jumping jacks coming up next, okay? So whatever variation of your jumping jack you want to do, power star, side taps, jumping jack. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Away we go. I'm going to do side taps. You guys can do whatever variation. We've only got 30 seconds of it, remember? So just do whatever variation works for you. You feel like you're working at your hardest. Okay? Good. We're almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. And then it's just your isometric hold. So squat hold. Not leaning against the wall, not leaning against anything. Feet are hip distance apart. Come down into your squat. 3, 2, 1. As low as you can. Okay, so in this position, you want to be getting those hips down as low as you can, breathing all the way through. I've only got 20 seconds of it, not a long time at all. If you're starting to burn in those legs, try and just power through. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Give the legs a bit of a shake. We're coming back into that squat hold. We're going to go back up the ladder for the last time. 5, 4, 3, 2. Squat hold. Okay, so dropping the hips as low as you can, keeping that back nice and straight. So no folding forwards, no rounded shoulders, nice straight back, chest's out, and we're holding it. Nice deep breaths. Feel the burn in those thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Back to your cardio. So it's your jumping jacks or jumping jack variation. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So I'm side tapping. You guys are jumping jacks or your power stars. Whatever is getting your heart rate up the most. whatever your mobility allows or your fitness level allows. Okay, so no injuries, just want to be working as hard as you can. 10 seconds left, and then we've got your pike press ups for 40 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good. Down onto the floor or onto your raised surface, onto your tiptoes. Hands are just outside of shoulder width apart. Looking back towards your feet. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Top of the head's coming down towards the floor. And we're working those shoulders for 40 seconds. Good. So we're feeling those shoulders burn. Oh, sweating all over my floor. Thank goodness it's wooden. 20 seconds left. Keep it going. Working those shoulders. Again, if you struggle with these, you can always just do a normal press-up variation. 10 seconds left. Keep looking back through those feet. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Good. Rest there. So we're back up onto your feet for your curtsy lunges. You can either jump them side to side or step them, but just make sure you're keeping those hips facing forwards. Good, away we go. So curtsy side to side, hips are facing forwards, back knees dropping down, and like we're curtsying to the Queen. So I know any blokes involved won't be curtsying to the Queen, but imagine just for today that that's what we're doing. Okay, keeping the chest up, so we're not dropping forwards. So from sideways on, I'm still looking like I've got a nice straight back, and that foot behind me, okay, is dropping down. So just keep going side to side, keep those hips facing forwards. Nearly there. Got your last 10 seconds of these, and then it's your final minute, which is going to be your pike. No, it's not. Plank shoulder taps even. Is your last minute of work. Awesome. Back down the floor, final minute, and then we're done. Plank shoulder taps. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So hands want to be directly underneath your shoulders. Feet want to be about hip distance apart. And we're really trying to stabilize through those hips. So trying not to rock and roll or transfer our weights to the point where we're rocking side to side, okay? Nice and stable. Squeezing those core muscles. Trying to make sure that when you take your hand off, you could keep it off for a couple of seconds, okay? It doesn't want to be super quick. So we're still controlling it through those stomach muscles and breathing all the way through. 30 seconds to go. Last 30 seconds of work, then we'll stretch out. We're almost there, guys. Stay with me, keep it going. Last 15 seconds, and we're done. This is it, your last 15 seconds of work. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Well done, guys. I don't know about you, but I seem to have sweat all over my floor, which is quite nice. Thank goodness I can mop it clean. So take yourself a quick drink, have yourself a quick drink. Keep those fluids up, make sure that you're rehydrating, and then we'll do a quick stretch out. Obviously, if anybody wants to do their stretch on their own, you can do. But we'll do your quick stretch out, and then I will let you all go and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. So as I said earlier, this is my last Tuesday. It'll be Tom from now on doing your sessions on a Tuesday. So I don't think he's done any of these Zoom classes. So you might have to just forgive him if anything goes slightly wrong or if there's any minor technical hitches. Okay, so we're going to stretch out through the abdominals, arms are reaching up, 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 up to the ceiling, and then stretch back slightly, so we're opening out through the stomach muscles, and we're taking some nice deep breaths, just to bring that heart rate back down. Good, and then bring it forward, so we're making a number 7. Nice straight back. Try and keep your knees soft, but your legs are straight. Feel that stretch down the hamstrings at the back. And when you're ready, just relax all the way down. Let the hands hang heavy. Let the neck relax forwards. Feel that stretch all the way through the lower back. And then slowly curl up the spine. Good. So take the arms around. Oh no, hang on. I'm not doing that one yet. Let's do legs. I need to go in the order that I'm familiar with, otherwise I'll lose myself. So stretching out your quads. Pull the heel up towards your bum. Try and keep your knees together. So try not to take your knees out to the side, but if you need to, you can pull it just a little bit back. So if you're particularly flexible in the hip flexors or the quads, you can pull back slightly, just so we're feeling a nice stretch through the front of the leg. And again, deep breaths. Bring that heart rate back down, nice and steadily. Good. Swap sides. Same thing again. Heel comes up towards your bum. Try and keep your knees together. Push your hips forwards and really pull that foot up towards your buttocks. Get a nice stretch down the front of your leg. Good. Take your hands around behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, or if you want to place your hands on top of your bum, squeeze your elbows in together. We're just getting a nice stretch through the chest muscles. Keep the head up. Okay, and we're working through the pectorals. Just making sure from those press-ups that we're getting all that lactic out, getting all the nice oxygenated blood in. Okay. And then the opposite way around. So tuck your chin in, round your shoulder blades, curve your back, and make sure you're stretching through those upper muscles, upper back muscles. Good. Bring one arm across the front. I'm going to stretch out your shoulders. So you should feel a stretch across the back of the delt, the muscle that goes across the top of your shoulder. And again, try to keep your chin off, so we're not kind of tensing up through the neck. Try and relax your shoulder, try and keep your chin away from there. With the same arm, I'm going to go up and over, stretching out your triceps, so the muscle that comes from your armpit up to your elbow. And again, don't force it, don't want pressure, but you can just place your hand on the top just to increase the stretch. Make sure that you get a nice stretch down the back of the arm. Okay. And then swap sides, same thing again. Shoulder stretch first, keeping the chin away from the shoulder, trying to relax through the neck. Trying to make sure we're holding each of these stretches for about 10 seconds. Again, flushing any lactic acid out of the muscle, making sure that we're getting nice new oxygen in. And up and over for the triceps. So again, we're not pushing on the elbow, we're just placing the hand as a bit of additional weight, just to increase that stretch if we need it. Well done, guys. And then lower back and waist stretch. If you can do it with keeping your feet on the floor, that's brilliant. If you've got any problems with knees, then we want to be lifting the heel off the floor, just so that we're taking any pressure off the knees. So we're stretching through the thoracic spine, the lower back, the middle spine, and through the stomach muscles. Well done, guys. Good work. If you've got a Fitbit watch or a fitness watch, make sure to stop it so you don't end up doing a 5-hour workout like I sometimes do.